For 2 winters, we marched through the mud, ate in the mud, dug in the mud, slept in the mud, dragged heavy equipment through the mud, and crawled through the mud.
During World War II, the lives of many Canadian soldiers were changed by one man. Padre X is the amazing true story of John Weir Foote, the only Canadian Army chaplain to win the Victoria Cross for valor during World War II. Little was written about him until Winnipeg playwright Mark Moir saw the opportunity to bring this Canadian hero to life on stage.
You know, I've always been fascinated by the military, and as a playwright, you're always looking for stories. And when a story like the story of John Foote comes across your desk, and you look at it, and especially when you realize that nobody's ever written it, the story's been lost for 60 years, you get chills. It's like, oh boy, I gotta write this.
The landing craft motors began to cough and then to roar, and the motherships disappeared behind us into the blackness.
Foote kept these guys going. He made a special point of getting to know each and every one of his men. He got to know their families. He kept them in touch. He helped them with school. He helped them with their faith. He helped them with everything. He was really their shepherd. He just loved these men. He took such good care of them. And then after the raid, he wasn't supposed to go on the raid. He was ordered not to go on the Dieppe raid. But his thing was, you know what, if the men are going, I'm going, and if you don't like it, you can arrest me.
It's okay, I'm here to help you. Are you a medic? No, I'm a chaplain. Oh God, help me. Exactly. I looked around for someone to help me carry him. There were people running all over the place. I grabbed the first guy I could find. He was a big Highlander. Hey, I need help. I'm a little busy right now. No, this guy's wounded. I need help carrying him. You're awfully wee. Will you stop shooting?
He basically kept these guys alive because he gave them a sense of hope. And I mean, the play does have some Christian overtones because he was a minister. And it's been fascinating to tour all over Canada and in theater crowds and be able to tell this story about a Christian guy where, you know, people listen because that's who the man was.
White Beach, right at the town of Dieppe. The large white casino here will act as a landmark for you.
One of the things that's nice about this play is it's really for anybody. If you're a school kid, you should come see this play. You should learn about the history, Canadian history. This great piece of Canadiana that's been lost. If you're a veteran, I mean, or if you're a senior, if you lived through the war, I mean, often seniors will say, you know, they don't make art that sort of speaks to us anymore. And this is a play that does speak to that generation. It speaks to that simpler time before the war and the societal effect that the war had, and you know, not always for the better.
Now, one of my most important jobs during those early years of the war was to help keep up morale. So all the other officers were warm and dry inside. I was outside in the field with the men, going through the same long, agonizing, back-breaking training they were going through.
He's a very humble man. He sacrificed himself for these men. And I think when you do that, you know, it proves that God will take good care of you. He was an amazing man. They don't make men like that anymore. And I think looking back, remembering these stories is essential. I think it's very, very important to remember them.
Padre X by Mark Moir runs May 10 to 13 at the Cannery Theatre in Penticton, with shows at 8 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with a Saturday and Sunday matinee at 2. Tickets at the Opus Cafe, by phone, or at the door.
I can honestly say that was one of the scariest moments of my life.